My name is Ramon Santos. I was born and raised in the Bronx to Dominican parents, Angela and Ramon Santos. I'm the youngest of four. I have 3 older sisters. I grew up in a Christian church, and about 11 years old, we moved to Bloomfield. At about 16, I met my beautiful wife, the love of my life, and we started dating then. 21, I had our first child, Genesis, and then we had 2 boys, Zachariah and Ramon. Growing up in a Christian church, I always respected the church and understood who was Jesus and what he can do for you. And I always felt like I never wanted to commit into a relationship with God and with the church because I knew I had, this worldly life that I wasn't ready to give up, I guess. And so I, kind of stood back and pushed him away and never really wanted to commit into the relationship and start to grow because I knew in the back of my head, I was gonna still live in sin or didn't want to be a hypocrite in front of people's eyes. And, I liked that I had that Jesus background, that church background. So I always had it in my head. I knew what was wrong and what was right. But I never really, approached it that way. Never took it upon myself to look for it. And I was scared to I guess, disappoint God. Because, we always grow up, God is your father, so, you don't want to just go and live a certain life and live a different life behind church. So that's what I was kind of scared of. When I was a teenager, that's when I started being, going to the street and having these negative friends or, bad influences that I stuck to. And then I started smoking weed. So when I started that I became addicted to it. And, fast forward to when I get older, I try to stop and I realized that I can't stop. And like I felt like I needed it. So, and also I had a relationship that went south, and when that relationship was taken away from me, I felt lost and I felt confused, and I felt, for the first time in my life, I felt depressed, which I never realized what it was. And I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, and I tried to smoke it all away, but that didn't work. And I was struggling with that addiction, struggling with this relationship, and I started to have, anxiety and worries. And one day I was driving, because I drive for a living, delivering to hospitals in New York, and I was by myself, in my head, in my thoughts, and I just started to break down. And I started praying. And I said, Jesus, I need you right now more than ever. So that's when I kind of accepted him in my life, and I told him that, I needed him to help me mentally and spiritually. I decided I wanted to be baptized because to me it's kind of like a step to not only show the world, but tell myself that, I'm washing everything away and I'm committing and dedicating myself closer to the Lord. And, showing, Jesus, showing my family, showing myself that, this relationship with Jesus is real and it's going to stay forever. Life is, as a Christian, is better now. my mindset is better. My self-control is better. I'm not struggling with that addiction anymore. I was able to overcome that, and I still have my demons that I have to battle every day. But now I have Jesus to lean on, I guess. So whenever I'm struggling mentally, I take a minute, I pray, and I am more focused on my well-being and my life. So I've kind of like taken control more of my life, and with the help of God. All right, well, the Bible verse that helped me a lot and spoke to me was 1 Peter chapter 5, 6 and 7. It says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you." And this Bible verse spoke to me and helped me because while I was going through all this worry and all this stress, pride kind of kicks in a little bit, and you want to just turn back to your old ways, but you just, have to humble yourself, trust in God, and give him all your worries, give him all your anxieties, and he will help you. And I have faith that he's already had. I just want people to know that first, God is real. And if you build that relationship with him, build the trust, it's not going to come right away, but life is better. And your mental will be better, your spiritual will be better. And yes, God is good.